for the 99% to decide in the 21st century how it wants to live in the 21st century, not 200 years ago. We build a microcosm here. In a sense, we're building it every day of how we want to live as a people, all right? And we have to deal with these issues as they come up, and we have to decide together how we're going to do that. We shouldn't have a top-down bureaucracy that decides that. But we are still a microcosm within a macro culture, and if we have safety issues, if we have children here, we have the elderly here, we have people of all walks and all stripes and all ages here, we have families camping with us, and so I ask if there are problems, and we all can identify what those problems are. We're all mature adults here, but, well, most of us are adults, some of us are kids. We have kids here. If we have something really serious come up, like the other night when a man was throwing rocks at the bank over here, or when we've had people become injured in the camp or around the camp and we've treated them, would we rather the STLPD come here and deal with it? Or would we rather deal with these problems ourselves, I'm sorry, I just spit, in a way that we can all agree to through consensus? And I would advocate in favor of this committee, even at the risk of some people philosophically feeling that it is similar to a police force, on the grounds that it is our security committee, and it is accountable to all of us.
Okay. Are there anybody, I mean, we've got to make sure we're not making the same points over and over again. Do we have a question for clarification?
Question, in this safety, are we actually asking you to try to stop somebody from doing something, or are you just trying to negotiate with them? Because I can't agree on somebody who is off the streets grabbing somebody and throwing them down for throwing rocks at a bank. I mean, that's their thing. And I understand that they would be put in our position, but I don't think you have the authority as a person. Yeah, okay, then that's fine. That's what I wanted to know. If it's...
I was discussing this with Apple earlier, and I have a question, basically. Do you mean that you would patrol and make sure that strange people weren't going into people's tents?
A lot of things been mentioned.
Yes.
Everybody should be doing
right
this.
Now
we don't need a committee for this.
Well, let's say what the proposal on the table right now, it seems like, is do we create a committee or not? Then that committee, tell me if I'm wrong, is going to come up with a statement of purpose.
Right.
So we're not deciding what this committee is going to be. The issue on the table right now is do we create a committee?
Concerns or questions about what this committee is going to do and look like, you need to take it to that committee and those people, which, raise your hands, please. If that were to be created. All right,
okay. So can we go back to a vote on this?
So, yeah, we should
It's a simple vote.
All right, so all in favor of creating this security committee? All neutral on this? Any opposed?
Blocks. I see 1, 2,
We've got 2 blocks.
3. Do
blocks.
we have any more blocks?
I'm afraid this is a dead proposal.
Yeah.
So
take it back to the drawing board. Maybe come up with that mission statement first and bring it back to the GA tonight if you're interested, okay?
Well,
thank you.
All right, are there any other proposals for this GA? Proposals?
Well, maybe people think like you don't need security, but what if like there's a lot of drunk people coming down here?
This is the time to discuss this right
Yeah.
at this moment.
You should mention it now.
Yeah.
Oh, and you should have a forum over there if you want to talk about
There
it.
is, I don't want to discourage you. Obviously, there is a need for the discussion and for things to go forward in this matter, but that particular proposal has been...
I was just asking because I'm actually military. I'm Air Force, so that's the reason I was asking.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it right after the GA. Okay. Any other proposals for the GA?
I'm not sure whether this needs to be reached by consensus or not, but let me know. I'm proposing that we kind of officially on our map here and physically number these columns, because I feel like a lot of important information is being posted on these, and it's hard to say that an event calendar is on a column. This is a fairly wide span of columns.
I'm going to say that is not the kind of thing we need to do.
Reach
Just
consensus.
do it and get other people.
Okay.
And I would say that's part of the welcoming tabling, because because that's where the map will sit.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Any other proposals?
Do I have a pen?
If there are no further proposals, this GA meeting is at a close. Thank you very, very much.
Solidarity.
Solidarity, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. That was a very
And
effective meeting.
I just want to say, get to work. Start talking to people.
Yeah, I would encourage
Figure out something to do with yourselves.